Death is one of life's greatest pains. Losing a loved one, whether a friend or family member, leaves a wound that never fully heals. The regret, unanswered questions, and feelings of wishing you had done or said more can be overwhelming. But what if I told you that the body sometimes warns us about death, sometimes even a full year in advance? Unfortunately, most people never notice these signs until it is too late. If only we could recognize them earlier, perhaps we could cherish those final moments, prepare ourselves, and find a sense of peace. Most people don't realize this, but the body actually has a shutdown sequence. It doesn't just stop working overnight, it starts giving signals, sometimes subtle, sometimes obvious. And today, we will uncover the 7 biggest signs that someone is approaching their final months. Pay close attention because sign number 7 is something most people regret not recognizing earlier. Before we begin, let me know in the comments where you're watching from. And if you've ever noticed these signs in someone you knew, share your experience. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more insightful health content. Death doesn't happen suddenly. It follows a predictable biological process where the body begins to shut down gradually. Hospice nurses, doctors, and researchers have observed that certain signs appear months or even a year before death. Recognizing these signals gives families a chance to provide better care, emotional support, and comfort to their loved ones. It also allows for important medical decisions to be made early and ensures that final moments are cherished rather than filled with uncertainty. The body doesn't just stop, it prepares. And if we can recognize the early signs, we can make sure no moment is wasted. Let's break down the 7 warning signs that commonly appear in the final year of life. Unexplained and rapid weight loss. Losing a few pounds over time is normal, but sudden, unexplained weight loss, especially in older adults, is a major red flag. It often begins subtly, with clothes feeling looser or a person eating less, and over time they may start looking frail or hollowed out. This happens because the body's metabolism slows down, and the focus shifts toward keeping vital organs functioning rather than maintaining body mass. At this stage, muscle breakdown, cachexia, becomes common, making movement harder. The digestive system also becomes less efficient, absorbing fewer nutrients even if the person continues eating regularly. According to a 2019 study in Aging and Disease, if an elderly person loses more than 5% of their body weight within 6 to 12 months, their risk of mortality skyrockets. This means if someone weighs 150 pounds, losing just 7 to 8 pounds without trying is a sign that their body is slowly shutting down. Other warning signs include feeling full after only a few bites, avoiding protein-rich foods, and preferring soft or liquid meals. If you notice this in a loved one, it's crucial to encourage nutrient-dense foods like eggs, avocados, and fatty fish. Offering small, frequent meals rather than large ones can also help. However, if the weight loss continues rapidly, a doctor should be consulted immediately. Chronic fatigue and weakness. A person nearing the final stage of life will often experience extreme, unexplainable fatigue. This isn't normal tiredness, it's a deep exhaustion that no amount of rest can fix. They may struggle with basic activities, take longer to respond in conversations, and sleep for most of the day but still feel drained. This happens because the body's energy production declines at a cellular level. The mitochondria, which generate energy, begin to fail and the heart starts pumping blood more slowly, leading to oxygen deprivation in the muscles. The brain also slows down, which is why mental alertness decreases and processing information takes longer. If your loved one is sleeping up to 18 hours a day, struggling to sit up, or losing interest in conversations, it's a sign their body is preparing for the next stage. Keeping them hydrated, ensuring they get gentle movement, and playing soothing music can help maintain comfort. However, persistent fatigue lasting for weeks is usually a sign of the final months. Drastic changes in appetite and eating habits. A sharp decline in appetite is one of the most predictable signs of the body's shutdown process. They may start rejecting solid foods, preferring only soups, smoothies, or water, or stop eating altogether. This occurs because the body no longer needs as much energy, and the digestive system slows down. Hormonal changes also affect taste perception, making food seem less appealing. You might notice that even their favorite foods don't interest them anymore. Some individuals eventually stop drinking water altogether, which is often a sign that the body is shutting down completely. When this happens, the focus should be on comfort rather than forcing food. Providing small sips of electrolyte drinks can help prevent discomfort, but forcing meals can be distressing. Confusion, memory loss, and hallucinations. A sudden decline in mental clarity is another major warning sign that the brain is receiving less oxygen and nutrients. This can cause forgetfulness, slow responses, and even hallucinations. Some individuals begin talking to deceased loved ones, seeing visions, or becoming confused about where they are. This happens because as blood circulation weakens, toxins start building up in the brain, leading to delirium-like symptoms. If a loved one starts forgetting names, appearing lost in thought, or talking about seeing people who aren't there, it's important to remain calm and reassuring. Keeping photos and familiar scents nearby can provide some comfort. Skin and circulation changes. As the heart slows down, blood circulation weakens, leading to visible skin changes. One of the most common signs is cold hands and feet, because blood is no longer reaching the extremities efficiently. In the later stages, mottled skin may appear, a bluish or purplish discoloration, especially on the legs. The skin may also thin out and bruise easily. If you notice these changes, keeping the person warm with soft blankets can help, and handling them gently will prevent bruising. Irregular breathing patterns. In the final months, breathing becomes shallow, irregular, and sometimes noisy. This is because the body forgets to signal normal breathing rhythms as the respiratory system shuts down. One distinct sign is the death rattle, a wet, rattling sound that occurs when the body stops clearing fluids from the throat. This sound can be distressing for family members, but it does not cause discomfort to the person experiencing it. Elevating their head slightly can help make breathing easier. Social withdrawal and emotional detachment. Many people withdraw socially, becoming quiet, distant, or unresponsive. This isn't necessarily depression, it's the mind's way of letting go and preparing for the transition. They may prefer silence over conversation and even seem unaware of visitors at times. If this happens, simply being present is enough. Holding their hand, playing their favorite music, or just sitting with them provides more comfort than words ever could. Watching someone we love slip away is heartbreaking, but knowing what's happening and understanding these signs can bring a sense of peace. It allows us to offer love, comfort, and dignity when it matters most. While we cannot prevent death, we can make every moment count. Have you ever witnessed these signs in someone you loved? Share your experience in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe for more insightful health content.